Um, as far as whether we'll formally charge him or not, that would be something that, because I'm writing the report, it'll go on to detectives. And they'd make that decision. But, see, I don't want to overstep my bounds if he can be here, but it's kind of a touchy situation with the protective order. How long do these proceedings usually take? Okay. Okay. Well, you tell them what you need to, but I will, because if it won't take that long, or even if it's done already, I'll hang tight here, just as a kind of keep the peace until they're done with their thing, and then we'll go. So there won't be any issue from this point on. Okay.
Are we done?
No, we're not. So the issue is my camera's not showing the light. Okay. What? Oh, I have a camera. Oh, I do. I'll give it back to him when you're done. Yeah, well, so is he.
Told you. Well, remember when you said she's recording us? I was like, so am I. Remember? We have to wear them. It's our policy.
Yeah, everybody wears cameras now.
Jarvis. Jarvis started. They had them long before that. Well, Melissa.
We've had them for about 5 years.
Yeah, for
That's just another person, a friend.
Really? Did she do this?
It's a public place, so she can.
You guys can go somewhere else? Okay. Can't record it there.
Bankruptcy hearing? Right there.
Private area. Yeah, July.
Alright. Okay.
Would Mark have anything else to say?
No.
I think this is just to write it up and...
Yeah, I mean, because there's really no...
They're both at court.
Both attorneys are telling him... Her attorney's telling her one thing, his attorney's telling him another thing.
I mean, when both attorneys know, they should have just scheduled it separately to avoid any problem.
His attorney was saying that they couldn't. I don't know what that's about. So what it is
You get them at the courthouse all the time. What would you do?
She's applying for bankruptcy.
Right.
He's the co-signer, and so he's got a vested interest in that, and so he feels the need to be here. So what I'll do is I'll explain to him that we can't tell him he can't be here, but that he's to have no interactions with her.
And they were separated when we got here.
Yeah. And as far as, well, I need to talk to her some more about what she's saying that he did. Because if he walked in and actually talked with her, he interacted with her, versus her coming up and talking to him.
Right.
What I think.
It's weird. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I've had a couple where they've called about protective order violations, but it's like, well, you guys were both summoned to be there and see a judge, so no.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. And that's pretty easy, right? Like, no, that's not how this works. But I've never had one regarding a civil issue.
Yeah.
That's why it's like,
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Well, and his attorney was like, well, if this is going to go to a detective and there's any possibility of this being charged, he's like, I want my client to leave. And I'm like, well, I'll tell you what, we're here, and he's saying that it should only take like 5-10 minutes for this actual proceeding once they get their stuff out.
yeah,
Then we can hang out here until they're done.
absolutely.
But
Just so they don't interact with each
just so
other.
they don't interact with each other, just so we're not complicit in any type of violation of a protective order.
Right. I think
If
that's
there
a
is
good
one.
idea.
So
But that's, I don't think there is.
I don't think there is either.
I mean,
I
was asking if she's in trouble. I was like, if you guys like started talking and were hanging out downstairs, I'd be like, you've already made it back to my car.
yeah.
This is different.
Yeah. Well, and the big thing is, as always, knowing it intentionally,
Yeah.
and that's great. So
Where, I mean, he didn't know she was going to be here, but the attorney told him to show up
yeah,
because it's a legal proceeding
yeah, and he,
between creditors and him, and I don't know. I think you should hang out, write it up,
okay,
be done.
sounds good. Okay. Oh, are they done with their?
No, you. Just render.
So they're up now. She's not on the protective order. Take it. Calm down.
Here's my concern. If we're gonna have the same kind of problem, if we do it at my office, I should just do it here so we have security. We will arrange for it to be conducted here, okay? From the U.S. Trust side, trustee's office, John Morgan's here, so he's aware of that. We'll make arrangements. At this point, why don't we just plan, okay, well, okay. Okay, well, I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of this. We won't announce it, but, I don't know how I go about excluding someone from notice of it. That's what my dilemma is. Let's at this point, I'm gonna ask for anybody else who's here appearing in this case to come forward and put their name and their address down. Let's take appearances of anybody who's here.
There is a gentleman outside. I don't know if she'll write his information down as well, but
Okay. Sure.
yeah, that works.
I need the names.
What's going on? We're doing just to keep the peace right now.
Okay, she can be,
Well, what's going on with this right now?
oh no, oh, they're continuing, she's just can't do it. There you go.
Okay.
Is he gonna be prosecuted for violating protection?
At this point, it's a gray area because his attorney was telling him to be here, and this is a proceeding where he's involved. I don't know. Did he ever interact with her? Did he talk with her, or was he just present?
He's just violating protection.
And that's where it becomes difficult. And if he's a co-signer, he has a right to be here, and his attorney's advising him to be here.
Why does he have a right to be here if he's violating
that's the question, is whether, because this is a formal proceeding, whether he doesn't have the
Is this his
right to
current
do
address?
it. I don't know. Could ask him.
Okay, just leave it there a moment. We'll get the officer to take it out.
So what I'm going to do at this
Who else
point
wishes to make an
is
appearance?
the big thing as far as violation of protective order is whether it's knowing and intentional. At this point, it's a gray area whether he thought he was
Anyone else wishing to make
acting
an
in
appearance?
violation of it.
Continuance,
Well,
so he
speak
knows
on
now.
so that I have to somehow
Well,
give notice
if
of it.
they need to do something like a keep the peace where you have officers standing by, then he wouldn't be in violation of a protective order.
Okay, now,
But that's arrangements that they could make.
okay.
He could make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if there's something that he can do to make
Boyd, is
some
that
type of
your-
arrangement,
Okay, who are you, Boyd? Say your name. Your girlfriend. Okay, and what's your purpose of being here? Well, to support him, okay, but you understand he's under some type of a protective order and he can't be here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, let's, Officer, somebody was gonna take out, just get his address.
yes.
Why don't we do that now? And here's what I'm gonna require. I am going to continue this first meeting of creditors. I will do it with notice to the debtor and debtor's counsel and to Jill. I will give no notice to anyone else. I am going to require that if, Mr. Floyd Romerell, decides that he wants to conduct it and ask questions and participate, that he files a motion for a 2004 examination with notice to the debtor, and that he obtain an order to permit him to conduct her examination. So he's gonna need to do it through a 2004 process. I'm not going to let him participate in a continued first meeting of creditors. He can do it otherwise, and that will also give them a chance to respond to his motion to examine her. Do you understand that? Well, what's that? Well, I'm gonna give a recording to the U.S. Trustee's office of what happened today. You will be able also to access a recording of the first meeting of creditors I conduct. Yes, the U.S. Trustee's office will have that, and you'll be able to ask them for a copy. But I'm not going to let him appear or you appear to ask questions under the present circumstances. If you want to ask questions or examine her, you will need to get an order from the bankruptcy court under what's called Rule 2004. Okay? Okay, thank you. You'll have that to me. Okay? You okay that way? Yes, thank you. Okay.
So,
Well, Scott,
charges,
why don't I give you this for what's worth right now? We may need to
hang tight with us.
out of work.
We're here to make sure you're safe, okay? What we were talking about earlier, it's not going to go away. Charges will be screened, detectives will look at it. But as far as I feel comfortable doing something right here and now, it's kind of a gray area.
Okay.
And honestly, there's a lot of attorneys involved, and I'm not sure what the rules are.
I understand.
So he's telling me one thing, you're telling me another thing, and I didn't get my Juris Doctorate, so
Okay.
we're kind of up creek. But I'm going to write it up,
Yeah,
and
okay.
I'll go to the detectives. We're going to hang tight here, and we can do a keep the peace and make
We're
sure.
gonna go out the back door here.
Oh, okay, perfect. That works. If you want, would you like one of us to go with you? That's fine. That's fine. And my partner will make sure you good to go with them and have them take off. Okay.
Should we go forward?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good. Thank you for your time.
Sorry. We're done. Okay, we're gonna go with Justin and Faith Smith now.
Oh, so you're going with them?
I thought you wanted me to.
You go with them. I'll go with them. All right. I don't know. I don't work here. where'd he go? Okay, hang tight here. You're good. Oh, I think he's just around the corner here. Hi. All right. Hey, he's right here. Here's the deal. Plain and simple. I'm a cop. I never went to law school. So your attorney's telling me one thing, the other attorney's telling me another thing. If your attorney told you to be here and you felt that you weren't in violation of a protective order, in order to be in violation you have to do it knowingly and intentionally, which is, from what you're telling me and from what your lawyer's telling me, is not what you were intending to do, which is why you're not in handcuffs. Make sense? And from what I've also heard, you didn't interact with her when you got here.
I didn't even know she was here.
And the other attorney said that as well, that you didn't interact with her, which goes in your favor. Because if you had walked in the room and started, talking to her, messing with her, that kind of thing, that would be a clear violation, even if, your attorney said you could be here. That being said, because we've got two lawyers telling me one thing and another thing, I'm going to write this up. A detective might be contacting you. Let me make sure if I have your right, like a phone number to contact. You can have that back.
When they come walking out, I did not know.
They said they were going to go out the back way, and I didn't know where the back way. I didn't know where the back way was. So they thought you were back there. So it was just a misunderstanding.
When he
That's why.
walked
So
out,
you're like peekaboo.
She, the one that's doing the video, and
Yeah.
I just said, officer, and I came back here.
I'll explain that. That was our bad.
All I'm trying to do is me not get in trouble.
Yeah. Yes, you may.
we
Let's have this conversation over here. The gentleman there, I'm not sure what his title is, the guy that was running the meeting, said something about a 2004 rule.
He said 2004.
2004 rule.
2004.
Talk to your attorney about that. He probably knows what that means.
2004, and I need a rule 2004.
As far as getting the information from that meeting.
And there will not be a meeting again that we will all be at. It will be separate for you to get your information and separate from her. It can't be kept from you, but it will be separate.
I apologize.
They
but I
won't be
didn't know
together, right?
I didn't know the back door would be coming out here, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Well, I said that he was out there, and they're
I believe
they still went,
that's
so
my
whatever.
understanding as well, but I'm sure the attorney will understand.
I need a recording of it because we need to give it to the lawyer. 'Cause that
Um,
was a
He
lot
said
of
to
information.
request a 2004 motion
Motion?
or something.
Rule.
Just
2004 rule, yeah.
yeah.
And that would be
I'd
for
give,
my attorney.
give that to your attorney. And
I'm
he'll
sure
know
your
what it is.
attorney will
Yeah.
know a lot better than we will. Like I said, we're not lawyers.
I mean, from
We
what
don't make that much.
he was saying, it sounds like he just wants to do it separately,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Yeah, probably should have done that.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
What's your phone number?
Let's discuss today.
385
Just continued.
Oh, just
They're just not doing
221.
anything with
They
it.
didn't do anything.
9313.
So just
We wouldn't let
Okay.
you get the date. And we need
Well,
to know the date. I just want
you guys will.
This sucks.
So you'll be notified. That's why I had you write down your address. Is he will mail you that notice. That was the point of that.
Yeah.
Can you guys go in and put his phone number on
She's
that?
gone. You can go do it.
Can
You're
you go
fine
do
to be
it?
here.
I didn't put the right address and I put the wrong.
You did put the right address. I got it to
you
you.
gave it to me, but I didn't get your phone number, so,
Go give it to him.
yeah, you can go put it on the paper.
Well, you guys can do it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's,
Yeah, you can go in there and talk to
Get
him.
the right stuff.
will I get a case number or,
I can get you, yeah, I will get you a case number.
Her case number,
no, this case?
This case number.
So, yeah, we have to document
why you were here.
why we were here.
And I'm going to document it just
What's your name?
Lindquist here.
It looks really more than I see you yourself like that.
West Valley?
No. No.
That's where I was a cop before I came here.
Lindquist?
Lindquist. Like the mortuary. Familiar with it. Same family. Distant. They have more money.
Well, I apologize for you guys having to do this, spending so much time,
Nice.
There's another Denny's that looks kind of like me, I guess.
There is.
And we're not related, so it's kind of weird.
Also 234 case.
I tried to help my neighbors.
234, case 213197.
Okay. There's your case number.
Weird. And 24 hours or 48 hours, I can get a copy of that.
Yeah, you can get a grammar request at our records. No, for records, just 375 South, 300 East, our public safety building.
Sicily, yeah, right there.
Right there.
I was trained to rescue.
And on the first floor, when you walk in there, big sign that says records. And you can get a copy of my report.
Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah.
I understand the confusion. I think
Careful,
when you got
try to help
lawyers
people
saying
out.
different things, it's
Something
kind
goes
of like,
wrong.
well, what's the right?
When I seen you come in,
You're like, ah, crap.
When I see you guys
Oh yeah.
look at me, and you're like,
Well, I was trying to look at him, like, not him.
I know.
The other guy.
We were like bouncing back and forth between.
Because you're like, he's sitting next to somebody with a ponytail.
I knew.
So I went to the other guy. I was like, oh,
Well, and then I saw. Yeah, your reaction was like, okay, yeah, he knows there's something going on.
I knew. As soon as I turned around and I seen you,
Oh crap.
like I said, if somebody calls about something like this, we come out and we got to figure it
I
out.
have to tell you something that's really deep in my heart, and I am so thankful that you did. Because on a woman's behalf, do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I had to do this, and I had a protective order, and I'm going to cry.
Oh, so you
But when I
understand.
called, no one responded. No one responded, and I needed it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because like I was
I want
telling you
to
guys,
know.
this is one of the few things in this state that's mandatory.
It's a high priority
Yeah.
call.
Here's that.
What
Where I
city?
called. Oh,
That's
my incident was.
That's
like
weird.
I say,
What is that?
I appreciate you guys.
I
You know,
appreciate it. I know
only
I
get appreciated when somebody needs you. Nobody wants to say thank you when they don't need you. You guys pull somebody over, you know, you guys. I hope
for your
the utmost
No, thank you.
respect for
I appreciate that.
any law officer.
Like I said, it's never fun for anybody when we show up.
No, it's never.
So I understand everyone gets upset and stressed out. Everyone gets mad. So
I think I did pretty good.
you did fine.
Yes,
You're
yes.
very cooperative with us. It was awesome.
Well, I'm gonna take care of
You
that.
guys did a good job.
Good.
Thank you.
Have a better day, all right?
So sorry to stress you out.
Yeah.
On behalf
Stress
of
me
you,
out.
thank you again.
Oh, no problem.
Sorry you had a bad experience the first time.
Yeah, right?
This is something.
I don't know what
the state
happened.
And us as police take very serious.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is kind of different. This is regular Joe instead of crazy stalker ex-boyfriend. Different, right? Completely different, but
Crazy stalker ex-husband.
we assume the worst.
Yeah.
We saw anybody get hurt. Nobody got hurt.
But once everything's calmed down, just figure out what happened.
You know what, that was a few years back, and I'm really glad to see that it's a priority now, because these innocent women don't get killed like they've been getting from this stalker.
It happened a lot this summer.
It did.
3 times.
Scary.
Within
Yeah.
like 4 weeks.
Mm.
It was
4 people were killed by their exes. Yeah.
And so, I'm
That's why we-
thanking you from my heart.
Because even out of court, we'll still show up. So.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm not happy with this incident, but on behalf of one
Now
of
there's nothing to worry about. We're leaving, you're leaving, they're gone. Sounds like he took the right steps, and it sounds like you guys want you guys to do this separately because that's when all this commotion going on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sitting here, which makes sense.
Yeah. Try to
So
keep.
I know you don't like his attorney, but maybe you can get this together. I don't know. I know you're having issues with it, but
You know what happened?
a lot of money.
It's really hard to take that money and have to pay it back.
I would be upset paying it and having it not be here.
And that's.
Especially when
Yeah,
there's an
right?
implication that we could be involved. Like,
If
Why
he
are
were
you not
here,
here?
he could have talked with the other guy's attorney, and they could have argued
we
about it.
wouldn't have been involved.
And
I just want to hold your hand.
kind of awkward.
I get nervous.
No, no, you're good.
Bankruptcy office over in the federal building, rule 2004.
2004 is what you need. what he was saying is what you need to ask for your hearing to have her cross-examined.
And everything that's gone on here today
And
is
it
gonna
sounds
be
like she's
for
doing
that.
the same thing with you guys, so that way when she's trying to say, this is why this is happening, and that way the judge can talk to him and get his side of it, and the same for you.
Separate.
Same for you. Well, no, you guys will be together during those.
Not her, not her.
I think so.
Really? I thought it was separate.
Well, they're gonna be separate, but that motion that he was telling you, is he said that is a motion for the other party to be or cross-examined. So I would assume that would happen together, and they're just gonna have to get along. Unfortunately, that's what happens in these kind of things, but.
You know, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 years.
Well, some things affect other people longer than others. So, and you're in the same situation with another guy, right? So you can understand.
No, I got rid of that. No.
Oh.
That wasn't my reason. I started to relive it when I thought about it. 'Cause I needed.
But she has every right to keep that in place. If
I
she
had
feels
that
that she
in
needs
place.
to. So
Well, I think we're gonna take off.
get out of here and on to the next one. So see you later. Hope you guys have a better day.
He was.
You're in trouble. You get handcuffs, but you're here. You got your freedom.
You know, the problem is.
Problem with the stupid attorneys.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, yeah. The problem is you go to attorneys and you expect